Yeah, I was just having some thoughts here. You know, I have a lot of those. So if you're listening to this, you're probably on the list now as a thought criminal because only thought criminals listen to this type of thinking patterns. Man, I was thinking about this video game I played, man. It was called Manhunt. Basically, what it is they take this criminal guy, fake his death, then release him in this totally closed environment where they got all these cameras set up, and he's got to go through, and they set up other pieces of shit like him. Basically, I mean, this is the whole premise of the game. He's got to go kill him, but you know, in a way, they're desensitizing you to see people as like, listen, you're judge, jury, and executioner. Like, this person's so dirty, and just skyball, scuzzbucket, just take him on. It ain't gonna mean nothing. But this thinking right here of this game, this predictive programming type thing. Now you got. I keep hearing this in the streets, not only on the internet, but there's this spirit of like purging, where people want to just release their anger on someone, anyone. They don't care. It's just they want to cause chaos, violence, destruction. Okay, now you couple this over with the zombie code words. You know how that the common person is a zombie when the shit hits the fan, basically. So now I'm thinking they've set up this covert surveillance grid. We've seen the bath salt zombies, which it's not bath salt doing it, something else, but we'll just use bath salt zombies because everyone will know what we're talking about. It means like real zombie, like people attacking faces and eating fingers and, you know, like despicable things like this, like non-human type behaviorism. But this, you know, I've seen a bunch of movies of this. You know, look, Hunger Games, okay? Same thing there. I mean, this is, you know, I mean, it's like at some point in time, it's going to be like, this has happened in history. Don't act like it's never happened. I mean, this is the Roman Colosseum. This is that movie, The Running Man. I mean, here's the Indians used to do this shit. They used to send people through the gauntlet, which, you know, you for fun, I guess, you take the captives and beat them to death. Or if they can survive the gauntlet, well, then they're accepted in because they're strong enough that they earn their place to live amongst their, you know, captors, basically. Which, you know, I mean, that's a harsh custom, but look, this stuff has happened in the past. I mean, the Crusades feeding people, or not Crusades, but the Colosseum feeding the Christians to the lions. I mean, this stuff happens, and I've seen with this surveillance net, like in the things in the satellites. And then here's another thing, man. What is a dust box? The only thing I've heard of that's related to dust when it comes to surveillance is nanobot technology. That they just sprinkle like they snowball they like snow an area or just dump it with all these particles. And if you inhale them or if they get on your clothes, if they get inside the animals, etc. Listen, everything can be remotely monitored. So are they really just picking up our machine signals? Or are they actually picking up dust particles? Like when I say dust, I'm not talking about I'm talking about nanotechnology. I mean, look into that nano dust. Just look into it, dude. I mean, listen. If I'm lying about nano dust, I'll shave my beard. If you can prove it to me. uh, uh, so here's another element to this whole maybe potential. What I'm thinking, it's going to be like the purge, man. It's going to be like the zombie apocalypse. It's going to be like the Running Man. It's going to be like Mad Max. It's going to be Terminator-esque. You know what I'm saying? It's there's all these Or it almost could end up being like, you ever see that movie The Warriors, where everyone's, this one gang, man, they got false flagged in the beginning, so everyone's trying to kill them, and everywhere they go, there's like a new gang they gotta beat, and then basically only a couple dudes make it out at the end of the movie, as by the time they get through town. So that's got a purge type of scenario in it anyway, because all these gang members, don these weird costume-ish type, so they identify with this tribal type of thinking process where, it's competition tribalry. You know what I'm saying? Competitive tribalry. So I'm seeing that they're fostering even the spirit inside of people. Like, people are already ready in their mind. Like, their mind's already there. If they had to start capping people down or hacking people up, I mean, a lot of people already have made the decision. Like, if it's me versus you, I'm coming out alive. I'll eat you if I have to. I mean, there's people out there that they ain't got to think about it. They're just psychopathic, sociopathic, with unsympathetic, unempathetic people. I mean, you got to admit, you got to accept that these people are out there, and these type of people gravitate towards control mechanisms, towards pillar of community statuses, where their reputation is so untarnished that you would never question the man behind the mask. But the man behind the mask really, is a evil cutthroat. You know what I'm saying? Tyrant, pirate, warlord. These type of pictures is what pops into my mind when I think down this school or this trail or way of thinking here. So, I mean, they're showing it to us in the movies. I'm seeing it in the street. I'm hearing it. It's in the psyche of the hood and the street, in the internet, on TV. They keep, it's a reoccurring theme, so it's being embedded, it's being planted, so that when it goes down, we'll already be ready for it. I mean, it's in the video games. It shows, when you play zombies on Call of Duty, you got CIA versus the CDC. So I mean, they're showing you. They're showing you what they're planning. I mean, without showing you what they're planning, but they're showing you. It's like what it is they're people who know how to see the code are going to recognize the signs when they see them. Because they've laid them out. Their plans are written out as if written on the ground. I mean, it's literally like that. They're not written on paper. I mean, they are written on stone, but what it's going to take to achieve what they've written in stone is not written. It's not written so it can easily be read. It's more or less it's bits and pieces of it are everywhere around you. It's the whole matrix. I mean, this is the key to the matrix, to entering it and to exiting it. You just gotta. What are they saying? Who's saying it? Why? Is it a warning? Is it a joke? Is it an insider code to their own people? Where this guy made a great analogy. He was talking about slaves singing old hymns, but they hid in the hymns different commands, like meet us here at the tree and then run to the river and then where the sun rises over the hill. These type of weird cryptic codes are real codes, actually. I mean, and here's the same thing. There is a Bible code where it's this mathematical algorithm code where it just seems to predict and divinate things. And there's also this code where people, since the Bible was a common thing that people read, yet it's so big and most people were literate anyway, so they learned how to communicate through using different numbers of the Bible and what the passages and scriptures mean. They use it for a different meaning, like it's double speech. It's got two meanings. To anyone outside of the inner circle is going to think it's just pertaining to the Bible, when this one might be an actual command or a clue to lead you to the next clue, because I mean that's how they work. They work in riddles. They go way out of their way to conceal their plans. So, but at the same time, yet it lets you know that their plans are concealed, but the plans are there. But you just gotta know how to find them. I mean, it's not even really that difficult. It's just uh, your preconceived notions. It's those that are hard to get rid of. You know what I'm saying? It's not new evidence is always coming in. It's just, are you receptive to it, or are you blocking it out because you already believe something else, and it's hindering you from catching the clue. I mean, it can't be coincidence. That any, like this dude said, this is a detective term. Nothing happens by coincidence. There is no such thing as coincidences. So it's the same thing. This is investigative work. So there's no such thing as coincidence. And once you realize that, you'll see everything happens for a reason. Just figure out why, and then it's easy to figure out how.